You don't need nails. You don't need nails. You don't need makeup. You don't need these things to raise a child. You don't need...
Yeah, but my...
Remy Weave. These are your personal vices. Yeah. Bro, baby just crying. Hey, what do you want? Fam, open your mouth. You don't know if she wants to burp. You don't know if she wants to pee. You don't know if she's hungry. I don't have time to be doing science, bro. You have a child now, your baby is good.
Sorry, who did you say that to?
Nah, I know not. You get baby now, baby is good.
With another episode. This is a part 2. So the last episode we already introduced ourselves. I'm Natalie, co-host Dad, aka Harry, and then we have our special guest, Mr. Jordan English, and we're just gonna get right back into it. But before we get into it, I'm gonna say like, comment, subscribe, do all of the things, notifications, everything. Like,
attach it to your story, these snippets.
Put it on your stories, tag someone, just help us. We reached our 100 mark.
Woohoo!
Subscribers.
Wow.
So the next one is 250. So yeah, just spread it out, share the love. Thank you. But yeah, back into the conversation. We left that, you take lots of risk, and that's how you are driven to make money and do the things that you do. So the next risk that I want to talk about is the bar. Jordan has a bar again in Barbados on the south coast called Influence Bar and Grill. So if you're in Barbados, go and then say Harry's daughter sent you. Like you're here from the pod.
And you get free drinks.
I mean, I don't know about the free drinks.
Shots in the house, man. Of
you
course,
got some
man.
shots in the house.
No, definitely free drinks.
But yeah, so tell us how you got the idea of let me take my parties that I'm doing to a bar and let me put all my money down. Just after the pandemic. It's what, 2022? 2021.
Yeah. So I find from doing parties, I realized lump sums of money sporadically is not as good as everyday money. So that's why I even went into the camera work, because I would prefer to make $100 or $200 a day rather than making let's say $3,000 at every 6 weeks or whatever, or a lump sum of money, because your life, from the time you wake up and you blink, is a cost. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
You're going to piss, is a cost.
Can't even breathe for free.
Especially in England, you step outside 1 foot, £20. You know what I'm saying? So it's important to have everyday money. So I was always knew in my mind, when I get the capital to open a business that could give me everyday cash flow, I'm moving away from parties and I'm getting into everyday cash flow, even if it's small money, because it's your life would accumulate so much expenses that by the time you get your lump sum of money, it's you're just paying back. You understand? You're just paying for them back taxes, back engagements, all everything. So I said, when I get a set of capital, I'm opening somewhere that I could sell food and drinks out of every day. Them is, to me, the best 2 sellers in Barbados. People cannot live without alcohol in Barbados. Rainfall, sunshine, thunderstorm, hurricane. Where the liquor store is today. We need liquor. No.
What's people's preferred liquor?
All right, so in Barbados, Hennessy is number 1 drinking. Hennessy, rum, whiskey, dark spirits. Not really. I know England and stuff, everyone's into tequila and vodka and stuff, but Bajans drink brown liquor, brown rum, brandy, and whiskey.
Okay, good
you
to
understand?
know.
So those are the things that I will always go to sell in Barbados, because those are the things that you can make money every single day. You got alcohol and you got food, you get money every day. So yeah, once I got the lump sum of money from the Ashful, I just went and found the most whatever I could afford on this, of course, and I just renovated it and made it. Just started with the little things. I just started it's from the first time you came there to now it's different. So I just bought little.
It was a big reno project. Yeah. I remember seeing on your Instagram working with a carpenter to change the planks, and you made them sofas and then the tables.
So we took any kind of industrial materials we could have, crates and stuff, and
I was gonna say take crates and turn them into chairs.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Obviously we on a limited budget, you know what I mean, and it's there's no point going and taking some people spend so much money in startups,
Furnishing, yeah.
but they don't understand. Like me, I just think everything is a growing project. So some people, they want to like start a bar with like super perfect, infrastructure, perfect lighting, perfect stuff. But also, you could take your customers on a journey as well. You understand? Like it's the vibes that are more important, especially like in the Caribbean, rustic vibes. You know, like
Sure.
it made me, especially tourists. They come, they're like, "Oh my days,
Stop it.
we're sitting on a crate. No way."
Yeah.
Look, I'm on a crate. Yeah. They're like, oh my God, we're eating on barrels. Oh my God. So it's like for us, we may be thinking you need marble tops. Trust me, there's a family that will bring their whole family to eat off of your
barrel.
Your constructed barrel.
And it's good for the environment. Upcycling.
You understand? It's good for the environment. It's a good look, and it's good to represent your culture as well. So it's like, it's like, when you put people in somewhere that want to have good music, good vibes, and they're getting attention, they forget about what
surroundings.
Yeah, and also like it's a tourist island, so all of the bars and restaurants in England, it's like it's so focused on the aesthetics. It's like over there, people are just grateful to just have warm weather, and like they're just outside.
It's a vibe,
they're on the outside. The stars are literally over their head and stuff. You understand, like.
Yeah.
But then during this time, sorry, Debs.
I was gonna say no one's traveling all the way to Barbados to see like a flower wall and like plush seats and leather. Like, get me feeling like I'm in the Caribbean for real.
Correct.
Like,
so even like my trip with Africa, I realized something crazy. They cook like in drums.
Yeah,
There's one place
barrels.
that have their grills all outside. Even in a restaurant, a proper restaurant, they got their drums outside. And I'm thinking, yo, this is good. So that's what thing then I'm gonna implement next. I'm gonna smoke the chicken on drums right in front of people and give them a real like.
It's the theatre of the bar, and I think after COVID, that's
People
something
want to
people,
get outside.
people want to be outside, people want to be at the bar, like, it's
Yeah.
a whole thing when the pandemic kind of shifted with brunches and lunches, and people want to be outside, you know, we were stuck inside for a long
So
time.
that's the bar. It was like a growing project, like I started with just what I got or exactly what the money I had could get me started. And then from there, you upgrade and stuff, you buy new chairs. I got nice chairs and stuff now, like.
It's been a journey.
Yeah,
but
so
on that journey, we have a bar baby too.
a bar baby.
Zendaya.
No, literally, she's a bar baby. Like when I say I don't even know how serious you'd think. Like she used to be.
Because she was born around the same time of the bar,
Exactly.
so she's literally been there
So
Oh,
all the time. So when you see her
that.
growing up, it's like her and the bar growing at the same time.
literally,
Like, you literally
she just
see
turned
it.
3 last month, and the bar turning 3 next month.
Yeah.
So like all through the renovation process, I still got pictures with the baby like on the job site and stuff. And when the bar first opened, we needed to be there. Me and her mom used to be there all the time. So sometimes we would have the baby with us and we'll put her in the corner and do thing.
Yeah.
All of that. It was like the bar. And
That's why I'm saying she's a bar baby. But how did you juggle being a dad now finding out you were going to be a dad? How did you tell your mom? Was your mom like? Well, you're not a young dad. You're in your 20s, so it wasn't really.
I was
a shock.
23, but my mom was pushing for children though. She was pushing for grandbabies. She's on Jaheem's case now. She's on my case again.
Oh, gosh.
Yes, my mom been on this shit.
Yeah. Aunt Tracy will be like, when are you going to get babies? And I said, I can't pick them up on aisle 7. This is not babies. Like, when are you going to get babies? I'm like, I'm not going to go Sainsbury's. Oh, yeah, aisle 7 babies. Let's get it.
Yeah, so my mom is like, the first, she's like, okay, great, let's go, let's do it. You understand? So it was just like, cool.
It was
But
calm.
I'm not going to lie, the truth is, I wasn't really like 100% involved. No, I was always there. But you see, like the direct hands-on fatherhood, like now, I wasn't that much hands-on when the baby was born, like from like, so that's like big up her mum and big up her mum's family and stuff. And then my mum as well, when my mum came to Barbados like a couple months after, it was more like my mum, her family. I was there, like I see the baby every day, but I wasn't no one that would have
Like change
Yeah.
nappy.
I would do that sometimes.
Sometimes.
But I wasn't like, I wake up and I'm fathering the baby by myself for like a whole week. I'll do a little, I'm not up with the baby all night doing all that shit. So my thing is that I didn't want to like really do fathering until the baby could open her mouth and say what she wants. You understand?
Oh, I wish you never.
I was so
Man.
frightened. You
He's
gotta
not
keep it
gonna-
real.
he's the- that's the-
Like
that's the-
I
He's
was
a good
always,
dad.
I was always present. I provided from the beginning. I've been there. Like we've lived in the same house. It's not like I had some baby and it was there. But you see, like
The
I
actual
would be
everyday
scared
running.
of the like you couldn't leave because first of all, I had two incidences with the baby, nearly life or death. Yeah. Early. First one was when the baby was like 3 weeks, and the next one was like when she was like 7 or 8 months. And two of them I was like, nah, I'm done with this shit until she's old enough to.
Maybe for health and safety, that was okay.
Yeah.
But I think what you've shared is a honest reality that some dads might not say openly that it's that they're because of their experience or not being sure, bro. They're like more hands off until the baby can actually say, I want to go toilet, I'm hungry, because then you know you can meet that
correct.
need. Yeah.
Or even when she's like pee or like not, she don't have to be able to fully be articulate. So like after like 1.5, that's when I was really like, okay, my duty every day is pick up the baby from school. I have at first when she was like 1.5, pick up the baby, I'll take her straight home. After that, I'll pick her up and I'll have her with me for 2-3 hours, and then I'll think. So like right now, my day-to-day life when I'm in Barbados is like I pick up the baby from school, baby with me. I might take the baby to play a park, to Chafair, take her by the bar for a couple hours, tire her out, then I'll go home, wash her off, put her in her bed, and boom, leave her with my mom, and I'm gone. Yeah. So back to I have an everyday role now, but the baby could like say that they're hungry, that they're thirsty, that they want pee. I want to do. But money. Before baby that's just cried. Or she would say she want money.
I want money.
For money.
I love that.
But before, bro, baby just crying. Hey, what do you want? Fam, open your mouth. I never used to let that part because I used to got terror. I used to watch terror. The baby's like just crying and you don't know if she wants to burp. You don't know if she wants to pee. You don't know if she's hungry. And then you gotta give her the bottle. Then she'll reject that. And just that she just wanted to burp. I don't have time to be doing science, bro. Well,
mums as well. It's so amazing that like you can be there and you're looking at the baby like, what do you want? And the mum is like, oh, they want this.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, and I'm like, how did you know that? And just like, that's my child. Like,
so I got the baby like, baby, you understand? Trying to give her the bottle. I want the bottle, and then Tara just come hold the baby. Yeah, she's back smiling and giggling again. But me, I don't have time for science experiments.
They don't come with a manual. Gosh.
That's what I'm saying. So I was like. And then they're just like, she them just like too fragile. So I was always scared for the hands-on stuff. But I'll always provide, I'll be there for moral support.
But now when you have more babies, now that you're a bit more experienced, you won't go back to that. From the beginning, you'll now be a bit more hands-on, right?
I think I'll be a bit more, but still my lifestyle is still a bit outside this. So it don't really like, my life and the businesses, it's not super great for fatherhood. But I think that man and woman have roles to play, you understand? And a man that is a provider, making ways, making shelter, making food, making drink, making.
He's a chauvinist.
Huh?
Oh.
Once you're making these things happen,
Really?
I feel like mother and if you're able to put especially if you're able to like put your wife or your baby mother in a position that they could be free from working at first as well, then you know the man and woman role has to kick in.
Nah. I take what you're saying with a pinch of salt. I can't co-sign this message either.
A teaspoon
I think man
of salt.
and woman have their roles. I'm not actually a feminist that's like, oh, blah, 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 blah. I do think men and women have their roles and it's important. But I think sometimes some people can underestimate the power of the presence of the dad. Like now, there's no way Zende's going to be like, her dad wasn't there for her or did this and that.
Yeah.
And because providing, knowing that she's her nursery fees, money, shelter, she won't
really appreciate
that because she'll appreciate you taking her to Chafet. She'll appreciate you going to the park and
but I mean at first like, okay, yeah, you should be there.
Like,
I was there
nursing
like thing, but you see like for example, yeah, like bro, if you're able to like make enough money to be like the only income in, then a woman has to know, like, you know, she gonna have to pull her weight with the early mothering.
Here you guys again.
Everybody got different views, but I respect people's views. I think like, yo, early mothering, if you have a man that is able to financially take care of the three of you all, you understand? You understand? The more, to make more money, you use more time, you use more effort, you use more being, especially depending on what field you're working on, unless you're trading and you're in the house all day, you understand? And even then, a trader is glued to the screen. So it's very hard in this economy to make one income. You understand? If you're able to make an income to feed three and have the bills and everything covered, you gotta know then in that early time you're gonna have to play your weight with the mothering. You understand? Simple.
I'm gonna get a lot of calls saying, "What is he saying? He's speaking real big."
What do you think about it?
But what? Sorry.
About what Jordan is saying.
I'm just listening and laughing.
Nah, they
what's
want to
your-
know what
Nah,
your views
what's
on,
your
on early
views?
parenthood.
Come on.
On early parenthood, like 1 year, what, like 0 to 1.
Because you say yeah that you know you change your careers because you wanted to be around for us, but that's more like with the school runs and
Nah,
dropping
I'm
us.
be
But
honest-
when we were babies in the nappies,
Like
Yeah.
0 to 1.
was that more mum just doing the nappies and stuff?
Because it
like
can't
that?
only be Jordan.
No, because I've been through that from early. What? The first one can I search?
Yeah, but I'm saying, were you that? Even with Andre, were you like
Did you-
hands on changing his nappies, doing the?
Oh yeah.
Up all night.
From-
Up all night.
I was there from the beginning all the way through.
Okay.
What had to be done, I did. So yeah.
So you
Always
don't
been that way.
you don't happen any taxi on the night and hit any road. For real?
No. I work nights,
Yeah.
so I'm out nights. Daytime, I'll do what I have to do in the daytime.
So you never really stayed up all night with well, you.
But no, when
you
Andre was
started
born, I wasn't-
doing-
I wasn't taxiing
You
anyway.
wasn't taxiing then.
I
Oh, you
wasn't
wasn't
taxiing then,
taxiing
so
then.
But
Oh,
then you were up and down the country, so you were gone.
yeah.
So that means you can't have been.
You
there.
can't have do the everyday mother role.
No, I wasn't up and down the country when Andre was born. I was in London. Most
What
of the
about
time.
us then?
For you guys, yeah, I was up and down the
So
country.
you weren't doing the early mothering, is the point.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
From
I
0 to
done
1.
it for the first one at the beginning with Andre, but then as Jordan said, obviously there's certain
What?
things you have to go to work.
Exactly. So we're back to this.
I was up and down the country. My job then actually wasn't in one place,
Yeah.
so I couldn't really be.
So you was focusing on providing for the family.
Well,
And
yeah.
mum was focusing on the early mothering.
I think
Yeah, so
everybody
mum was
has
done
what
most of
works
the
for
time,
them.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how it needs to be done. You understand? At the end of the day, because then there's some people, yeah, there's mothers like the maternity thing is 3 months
Yeah, in Barbados, that's
in
crazy.
Barbados. So that's what I'm saying. You just push out a baby, your body hasn't even healed yet. And if you have a situation that you don't have a man that's able to provide for you, you have to go to work, back to work in
Yeah.
3 months.
And then
That's
childcare.
crazy. 3 months is crazy.
Because in this country, to be fair, most women, right?
Take a year.
Yeah, and they make their husbands or partners provide for them anyway.
Exactly.
No,
But
I don't think. I think here is you go on maternity leave and your workplace gives you either like the first 6 weeks at like 90%.
Yeah,
and
then it
you
drops.
get
First
the
6
next
months.
6 weeks
Or 6 weeks.
at
Okay.
90%.
Yeah, it drops.
And then after that it drops to maybe like 60 or 50.
Yeah.
And then the last 3 months also. I don't know exactly, but
Okay.
it staggers in stages.
But the job, the thing has a support system for mothers.
yeah, so it's like
Well,
a year
Not in Barbados. You pop that baby, you get back to work. You
in
understand?
3 months.
So-
crazy.
But the cost of childcare in Barbados is a lot less than here. So
You think so?
my
Because
cousin
the
told me.
grandparents look after
No,
them.
my cousin told me that she pays like $300 and something dollars. How much is?
My nursery fees,
Yeah.
400 Barbados a month.
Do you know in the UK for
Yeah.
one child for 2 days can be £600?
2 days.
Yeah, for nursery.
But that must be the top of the top of the top.
No,
You
No.
sending your baby,
Ah.
you sending your baby to
No.
Buckingham Palace to get
Yeah. For 3 days. For 3
No,
days.
It's
that's
crazy.
impossible. You can't make that
£600.
money.
It's
I need
£600.
to research this. I'll Google it.
But if my phone wasn't recording, I'll call
No,
a friend to
there's-
say, tell me how much your childcare fees
Bro,
are.
she
That's
sent
Jordan,
her
that must be
childcare.
the top of the
She
top of
sent
the
her
range.
childcare to Buckingham Palace, bro.
No,
If you're a parent, put how much your childcare is in
Yeah.
the
I
comment
want to
section.
call MK and be like,
Nah.
MK, tell us how much. the
Nah,
childcare
I'll
is."
Google it.
No,
I'll Google it. That's
that's-
impossible.
that's-
£600 for a week. That's crazy. People don't even make that kind of money.
No,
Exactly.
it's not a week.
That's
£600
days.
for the month for 3 days.
Oh, £600 for the month. Okay.
For 3 days.
For 3 days.
Also for 3 days a week.
if
But,
they went 3
but
days a
normally
week-
how nurseries do it, yeah, that's the same in Barbados. So it will still be 400 for the 3 days.
But
It's like a
yeah,
week.
but you're paying 400 a month.
Yeah, but it's like there's 5 days in the nursery days. If you use 3 or 5 days, the price is still the same.
But here, the 3 days is 600.
So
if you did
£600,
five,
yeah.
If you did 5 days, it would cost more.
Yeah, but probably there's different. There's nurseries in Barbados that could be like £1,000 $1,000
No, I
a
want you to
month.
understand that 400 Bajan dollars is £156.
Yeah, okay. Let's say, but then you have to talk about food. The food expenses are way higher in Barbados. When you go in the supermarket, right, and you shop for a family, you can spend like $800, $700
The food for
So it's
sure
like
is more expensive.
pros
but
and cons.
childcare is, yeah.
It's just pros and cons. Then you gotta remember that you're saying, yeah, but the wages are also significantly lower in Barbados, like the average wage. So if someone, let's say 2 people have a baby that work average jobs, they might be working for like 350 Barbados to 400 Barbados a week. That's like an average job. That's like retail or like supermarket or something. You understand? So you're surviving. You're raising a child off of 2 parents that are making like 350 to 400 or 450 Barbados a month. So there's still highs and lows with both of the markets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's fair.
So,
but okay, cool. Childcare wars aside,
all around, yeah, this is my thing, yeah. People act like a baby drops out the sky and it's this big bill. You have 9 months to prepare for a baby. You understand? So it's like, you know the baby's coming. You have 9 months. Get rid of your habits. Get rid of your loose spending. Get rid of your money and put some money down for when the baby comes. You understand? It's like you got a whole 9 months to get yourself together. People get on like, oh, I'm pregnant, and the baby comes 2 hours later. And then you got all these bills. Bro, the nursery fees is not even until like a year and a half or 2. That's a year and a half to get your shit together. And there's no excuse. Get your money together. End of story.
Not everyone's creative like you.
Yeah, not everyone is.
No, but
They don't see ash like money.
No.
And then even cost of just living, because I'm sure people that are parents want to be able to just be able to say, I've got a kid coming, I've got the money.
They have Dior, they have Prada. You understand?
Some of them.
So what are the people that don't have that?
No, but I'm saying everyone. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. In everyone's life, when you sit them down to the table and answer them their expenses, there is a vice. You understand? In everyone's life, or a miscellaneous that they don't need to have, that they could sacrifice.
Or if you can't, don't make babies.
You understand? You don't need nails. You don't need nails. You don't need makeup. You don't need these things to raise a child. You don't need...
Yeah, but my...
Remy Weave. These are your personal vices.
Yeah, but my £20 nails and my...
It adds up.
Okay.
Alright, let me break this down. Are you ready? Make sure you got this in. How much do you pay for your nails?
This was 15.
Don't ask me, please.
That was 15. Alright, let's round it off at £20. How often you get that done, yeah?
I've only started doing this, but maybe once a month.
Okay, so once a month, yeah. £20 every month, yeah. For 9 months, yeah. Cool. That's £180 you can have aside, yeah. Your
I don't wear makeup. How often do you see me wear makeup?
I'm saying you, but you're a very non-thing person, yeah. So
I'm not a good example.
But I'm just saying, there's women that spend like £100 or two in hair.
Okay, I get where you're coming from,
weed.
Jordan.
If you cut this out, to me, before I used to smoke weed, you understand? My weed bill is like $300 a week, $200
a week.
That's not a lot of weed, bro.
Wow.
They're in Barbados. It's like $200 a week. Even if I said I dim it down, when I'm smoking, you could easily smoke $200 a week, nothing. Or in England, these guys are smoking crazy money anyhow. So that's like $200 a week for my habits. You understand? That's 800 Barbados a month that I'm smoking. That's a light. That's not without partying. That's day to day. You understand? 800 by 9. This is all money and things that I didn't need to be doing that I could have saved. But what I'm saying is that everyone has miscellaneous expenses. Whether it's girls, drinking, partying, smoking, beauty expenses that they don't need. They're able to cut down your life to necessities, and there's a lot of room for saving and preparing yourself for a
Dad,
baby.
can you see why I have no kids?
But it's about what you're willing to sacrifice. That's
nothing.
what it is.
Absolutely nothing.
Like,
When the time comes, you will sacrifice.
Bank
you
of Dad.
Like, I can't fathom that. Because I like to get my toes done every month, that I should stop doing that for a child.
But I'm not saying you have to get rid of these things. I'm just saying that there is room.
To say
there's room.
I genuinely hear what you're saying. I just think that
there's room.
I just think there's a lot of other costs that, in terms of renting, food, like genuinely life is just expensive as is. But I do get it where people say that the babies don't really cost too much the first year, because if you have a baby shower and people give you nappies and wipes, you can be going through that for time.
There's a saying in Barbados, yeah, children don't suffer. And that's just as it is, yeah. You call your dad, you say, Dad, I need money for blah, blah, blah. No, I don't have it. Dad, the baby needs money for, okay, check your account. You understand?
Okay.
Plus, the baby is a good excuse to get some money from your family. For you family members. For you family members, baby is a good reason to get some money. Mom, you know the baby that's coming up.
So how have you found your mum spoiling your granddaughter?
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I think the baby so far has been probably one of my cheapest, expensive. The baby came, we had a baby shower. There was already like a year supply of clothes.
Amazing.
Yeah, everyone doesn't, and I say this to say like, obviously know your circumstances or your family arrangement or your thing. Don't bring your child into complete struggle. Obvious if you know like you and your family don't have a good relationship, whatever. But my daughter had clothes ready for a year. Then you guys came from England. I used to came from England and had clothes for another year. I don't even know if I've ever even bought clothes for you, baby. Up to now, I pay the nursery, and I pay some other stuff. I think, and the baby is happy every day.
A win is a win.
You understand? And it's just like, obviously, you put food in the house, you do everything normal, you make sure that her mum got means and stuff to move, like. But it's not nothing that my other activities
It's gonna suffer.
cost a lot more than the baby. That's what I'm saying. And I know this for a lot of people. I'm in a network of a lot of people that I watch them and their habits and their activities and their engagements cost lump sums of money, and then they say, "Oh no, children is expensive, bro." It's not. It's really like, it's not as bad as people make it sound. It's good. Like, you have a child now, your baby is good. I'm telling you.
Sorry, who did you say that to?
Nah, I know now. You get baby now. Baby is good. I'm telling you.
Can babysit though?
Yeah, because baby's gonna have Uncle Jordan.
Always.
Yeah. No, the baby.
See, Uncle Jordan, money man.
Money
and
man.
Harry.
Oh my gosh.
My baby's surrounded by wealth, and they're not even here yet.
Come on.
No, but like, you know what I mean? I might come to England, I bring nothing for you, but if you have a baby, I'll be bringing stuff. You know what I'm saying? I come
Natalie, see?
That's what I'm saying. So
Hard
it's like,
Asian
Because
baby
I'll be
grows.
like, oh, if I'm going to Barbados, I'll be sending pictures to Tara. Like, oh, does Zende need anything? Or, it's true.
exactly, you understand? And it's just like, well, the baby party, yeah, just a thing. Zende just had her first birthday party, yeah, that costed me an arm and a leg.
It looked like
That was not a first birthday, that was a sweet 16.
That was a
Don't even
sweet
talk
16
about
for
That was a
That was
sweet
like-
16.
I saw
Peppa Pig?
Peppa Pig. I saw the trampoline.
Bro, I'm
I saw even the arcade machine.
We are still recovering financially, you understand?
Wow.
We are still trying to
But
recoup.
she knows that she wants a mermaid
But
for next year, so
you
you
like-
gotta start saving. You
like-
got 12 months to save
That's
for
what
the
I'm
next
saying.
party.
No excuses.
So it's like, you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, that was a lot of money. That's probably, I'll never spend that kind of money even on a birthday for myself, you understand? But whatever.
Where was it held anyway?
It was held at a venue that people hold fests at. People at home
Okay.
rent that
Wow.
venue to hold garden parties and events and,
And you
stage
used
shows.
it for your 3-year-old's birthday party.
It was a
Yeah,
carnival.
I got it on a deal though, but still, you know, I got everything.
Jordan gets
on
everything
a
on
deal.
a deal.
Yeah, no, I'm the deal master, but even with the deals, it was catastrophic.
It's okay.
The expenses, but it's like, you spend it on your child, you know, and then
Yeah.
everyone came to the party with gifts and stuff, so the baby got stuff for
Aw.
another year. So it's still a win-win, you understand? So
This is a good deal.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's all right. And then I'm gonna basically, the baby now, I have a business plan for the baby. So the baby is gonna have next year, she will host her fair. So her fair is gonna be called Zende's World. So it's like, she has a lot of people that like her from the public that we wouldn't have invited intimately. So we set up a fair with inclusive of all the rights, but you pay and bring your children.
Yeah.
And then
Zende's gonna be
Personal
the host.
brand.
She's gonna be-
Yeah, she's the
You're
host.
gonna make everyone sing happy
Correct.
birthday.
Yeah, Zende's World, and then it's like a nice big fun fair for children. But I found a problem in the market that fairs are declining in Barbados because fairs started making you come in the fair, then you pay for all the rides. So it's like very expensive. You know, it's hard. So if you
Yeah.
come there with 3 children or 2 children, and they want to pay
Run
for
up
all the
the
rides,
bill,
then
yeah.
you gotta buy food. So I'm gonna make a inclusive fair,
That's
but you pay an
amazing.
entry fee.
And then everything else is.
You understand? And I cut deals with all the vendors and the sponsors so that the children get to enjoy things that exclusive.
See, and he told me I'm not an upstanding member of the community.
Exactly.
He's thinking about the kids and his
he's
money,
thinking
but
money. I was
his
gonna say
money.
money.
I was like, yeah.
Money's the
I
first.
was like,
thing.
yo, fuck them kids.
But you heard it here first.
Money's the first. thing.
You heard
But
it
yo,
here
that-
first.
That the
Yeah.
baby could generate some money, like,
course,
cause
kids-
like
kids
yo,
do generate a lot
the
of
whole
money.
of the
They
country
do.
is interacting with the baby on a big level. Everyone will bring their children, but I fixed a problem in the market
Sure.
as well for parents because parents don't want to go to fairs right now because fair holders charge you to get in, and then you also have to pay for every single ride.
And you're
So-
a trusted brand.
You
People
understand?
trust
So
you
isn't that
already.
gonna pay off all the other the vendors.
Yeah, so it will pay off the vendors. So
It
I'll
wouldn't
cut.
pay them off.
The fair vendors, because obviously
No.
if you're getting cheaper, they're gonna say, "Hang on, we're gonna have to drop our prices up."
Exactly. So I will tell them like, okay, so the problem with the vendors as well is that they go to a lot of fairs that they're gambling. They're hoping that a lot of people
will
come
pay
and
to
spend
them,
money.
yeah.
So they might go to a fair thinking that. So they go do this big setup, travel, export their stuff, and they're thinking hopefully today they make
Yeah.
1,000, and then they don't make it. So then they're in debt. So I'm gonna say, listen, I ain't giving you 1,000, but you get 500 for sure. You don't have to come here and fish. You
Yeah.
got guaranteed money. So organize your
guarantee's better
business,
than potential.
organize your
Exactly.
business and your transport to know that you're getting this sure money, and I will pay them myself. But you have to make the rides free for the children.
Yeah.
You understand? And then I'll charge.
So this is next April, so we have to be
No,
in
actually,
Barbados
what I was
for
talking
that.
about other fair organisers, not the
Yeah.
vendors inside. I'm talking about other fair organisers like you,
Yeah.
organising the fairs, right? They're gonna think, hang on, Jordan's fairs.
That's
charges
their
is
problem.
Really cheap now.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get anyone.
So
It's
you,
their problem.
That's
bro,
their
but they're
problem.
already on the decline. Before fair, Barbados used to be fairs, but I got too greedy. You understand? And then you come in the fair, you have to buy everything. So even things that are easy for me, I'm gonna be making popcorn for free. I'm gonna mix like gallons of juice and give the children juice for free. You understand? But these are things that are costing next to nothing, and with my platform, I'm able to negotiate
Sure.
partnership.
I'm just thinking, how am I going to get to Barbados?
Yeah.
Because I missed the Peppa Pig one.
Yeah. Wait.
the
So
Peppa
okay.
Pig one was
My
amazing.
question is.
Did you know about it?
I knew about it.
Yeah, then they had a big promo video promoting her thing.
Oh my gosh.
I
Like, I
go
was speaking
Peppa
to Tyra
Pig.
too about like all the personalization things because like that's the stuff that we like. So I knew that's what she was doing and stuff like that. So I knew about it. And I was just like,
I like the way she started singing. Was it the Happy Birthday? Before
Yeah.
got it-
Then she started saying hip hop hooray.
Before she said-
You ready
On
to
the
sing?
table.
All right. Hip it hooray.
We outside.
Yeah.
We outside.
Yeah.
okay, cool. Just to round up because obviously these are the most talkative people in the family. So if you leave us talking,
As you can see, I hardly said a word tonight. I mean, I've been kind of like, you know,
well, the
put in
three of
my
us
place
here,
tonight.
we can actually
Nah, this
talk.
was
But
a
just to wrap it up, what's the question that I've asked most guests is, what's your most favorite or least favorite thing about being a dad? And then one piece of advice you'd give to other dads.
No,
other
it's
than
like
their habits that
it's
they
like
need to cut.
it's like the most favorite thing about being dad is like natural joy. You know, like I want to sound cliche and stuff, but obviously at my age and my lifestyle, we seek joy in partying,
Activities. That's what we've been
money,
calling the extracurricular.
women. All the extracurricular stuff. Yeah, but it's a joy that can't be like, because the baby. There's a thing. The baby has no idea what's going on.
What's
in
the
the
baby's
real
name,
world.
by the way?
Zende.
You keep calling her
So,
baby.
but that's why I call her as a baby. Like I even call her baby and just refer to her as a baby. So Zende, she's not aware of anything that's going on in the world. The landlord could be outside getting ready to evict you. The baby is not aware of anything, and it's like the baby is happy regardless of what is going on in our real adult world. Do you understand? So it's like sometimes I be stressed. There's a lot of stuff going on, and like when you're with the baby draws you into her world because the baby is not concerned about
Your world,
your bills, the rent, the business, the stock, the calls, what you need to do to upload. The baby's not concerned about your obligation. You understand? Baby deals with everything in real time. If we're dealing with toys, it's toys. Food. Jump in tent. So you understand? And like the baby draws you in.
It makes you. I find it's hard to be sad around babies because
Yeah.
they're so happy, so enthusiastic that like even if you're sad, like I've been sad there,
Yeah.
and I went to go and see my goddaughter, and she was just like so.
They changed the
happy,
atmosphere.
so
Yeah.
joyful,
Yeah.
and then she was just like she thought I was sad because I was hungry because
Yeah.
her mum was saying that when she's hungry, that's
Yeah.
why she's sad. So she thinks you're sad because you're hungry. So then her mum bought us food, and
Yeah.
we're eating, and she goes, Auntie Nat, do you feel better now? And it was
So innocent.
they're so innocent and so cute, and it's like their joy that they just exude. You can't really be sad around.
Exactly, and it's like priceless. You understand? Sometimes I'm laying down tired, and the baby will come pull back your eye. Daddy, you sick? You sick? You tired? You sleepy? You sleepy? You time be sleepy? You sleepy? Yeah. So it's like they're not aware of anything, and they're like, I want to live my life like that. I don't want to be concerned with the shit that's happening like that, because the baby is not concerned with what's happening. They don't care about the bills, the rent, the mortgage, nothing. You understand?
And I was just about to get a little spiritual here, but the Bible actually says that we have to be like children.
Yeah.
Like, if we want to see the kingdom of God, we have to come like children, and Jesus has also said, suffer not the little children. Like, don't stop the children from coming to him. And then when you think about children, their faith, how they see things is very like trusting. And that's just like how God wants us to be, very trusting, very believable of what he says, and reliant on
Even
him.
carefree.
Carefree, reliant.
Yeah.
Kids, if they're hungry, they don't concern themselves
They
with where the
don't.
food is coming from. They just
Correct.
know that the food is coming.
Exactly.
Like,
From you as well. From
They
you.
just know
Right.
that Daddy, I'm hungry. that they know that you will provide food, and that's it.
Exactly.
So
And my baby thinks I'm the man. So
I love that for you.
when them girls talking shit, my daughter feels easy man. So easy man.
I love that for
When
you.
people talking shit, you can talk shit, but then they say that easy man daddy, so easy
that's
daddy.
it. That's all that matters.
So yeah. And what was the other thing you said?
Advice. One piece of advice for other dads, and I said not the cutting your habits.
Other dads, get your money right, man.
Get your money right.
Get your
Get
money
your
up.
money right, bro. You're a man. You're a provider, bro. When them baby party bills come around, you gotta be able to handle them.
No
You
excuses.
understand? Get your money right. It can't be no excuses. You understand? So
But everyone has
obviously, it's hard to invest with. Sometimes, as the man is ready, we're running around, especially the ones that are in building mode. Because when you're in building, that's when most of your time is consumed. I'm still in building mode, but I'm like, I have self-sufficient businesses, so it's giving me, and I've only got them really, really self-sufficient this year. That's why I could even be away from so long. So I have more time now. But when you're in building mode, it's like every day you're hustling and you think it's going. So if you're not able to be present with time, make sure you put your money in and make sure you're able to provide.
What was you
End of
saying?
story.
Dad? No, you were saying
Uncle
that
Harry's
not
money's always been right, man. He used to take us out to dinners. The table was like 12 people long, bro.
Oh gosh.
You understand?
Well,
And that's what I'm saying. And I've always seen Uncle Harry as a present father that takes his children out to like football games and restaurants and like different countries and stuff. You understand?
Yeah.
My dad direct never do that. So like was never do that. And it was just come down to money. You understand? You could got time, but you can't get Italy with time. You can't get to a restaurant with time. You can't pay the bill in time. You understand? So it's like I don't care about what people say. Money is not everything. It is.
I got one last question. When is the best time to go to Barbados?
Crop over time for sure.
When's
Summertime.
that?
That's July, like anywhere between like July 20th to like August 10th is time. And make sure you got your money right for sure.
All right,
Okay.
cool. And tell us where the people can find you.
Yeah, you can follow me Instagram at Jordan English with 3 H's. You understand? Active. Make sure you like and follow. The next time I want to be coming to the podcast, I want like thousands of followers and stuff.
Amen.
Loads of influencers passing through the
Come on.
and everything. You understand?
Yes.
Mad and crazy. We
Alright.
sending out brawling.
Bye, guys.
Bye.